It's hard to believe we're already a few months into MLB The Show 23, and there's definitely a few concerns and issues that I've come across and have been thinking about over the last, month or so of the game, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm going to talk about some issues that I really think have prevented this game from being one of the better MLB The Show games we've ever seen. I think if these things were kind of, tweaked a little bit and they did a better job with these few things I'm going to bring up in the video, I really think this could have been one of the better MLB The Show games we've seen, just because gameplay is a lot better. I don't know. I think there's a lot of good positive changes from last year's game, but there are still some issues, and I'm going to go over 3 of the biggest issues in this video. And let me know what you guys think of the issues I'm going to bring up and talk about in this video. And if you have any other ones to add, go ahead and drop those down in the comments. And if you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. But let's go ahead and get into the first issue I'm going to talk about. So this first issue, I think, has a good chance of just leading a lot of people into a burnout of the game, and it's just with the overall structure of most of the programs this year, because almost every single program has strictly become a heavy, offline grind, and is also basically the same exact program, just with different awards, like the Mexico City Series program right here, Moments, Missions, Conquest, and Showdown, and then you got this one here, Moments, Missions, and Conquest, right? So Kaiju right here. You got this one actually does have event wins in there. A couple of them do, but again, it's missions, moments, showdown, and conquest. Super incognito right here, but super just offline heavy, right? Like all of these are essentially the same program, just with different cards in them. So I don't know, and even like the Tops Now programs are just such a tedious and boring grind in my opinion, and people might say, well, you don't have to do the Tops Now programs, but I still want all of the Tops Now cards because, at the end of the day, it's all progress towards the set collection reward cards, right? The Tops Now cards are going to give you a ton of non-sellable cards that can help you reach those super good collection reward cards. The overall creativity with these programs is just completely lacking, and I just wish they were different from each other. They seemed like different grinds, not the same grinds, right? Like this Egg Hunt program is a great example. We saw this for Easter, and if you guys remember, you had to play all of the different modes within the game, both offline and online, to find all of the eggs, which progressed us through the program and gave us rewards. And I think the key thing with this program is it actually involves some creativity, thinking outside the box, doing something different, and I think the community as a whole's response to this program was super positive, and yet we just never see this kind of creativity with any of the other programs, right? And I just wish, like, with these programs, you didn't just have to grind offline to finish them, right? I would just wish there was a way for people to play any mode they want, but then still get these programs completed. You're not just given one way to do it, and this is the one way you have to do it to complete the program to get all the cards. And with how offline heavy all these programs are, I feel like I have barely any time to actually play online and to have fun with online, and I'm one of those players that likes to play both online and offline, just depending on my mood. So it's definitely frustrating when I feel like I barely have any time to play online, because pretty much all my time's going towards, grinding all these programs offline. But that leads me into my second issue with the game, and that's just with pretty much all of the best cards in the game this year are coming from chase packs, other very expensive packs like the Diamond Duos choice packs that we see, other choice packs that are like 40k stubs right there a piece, and then there can be collection rewards. And now obviously the collection rewards should be great cards, right? They should be worth grinding for. But the point that I'm trying to make with all of this is that rather than the best cards being from modes like ranked, BR, or especially events where the cards have just been terrible, I feel like we're kind of seeing things get flipped this year, and all of the best cards are in packs or require you to just invest a massive amount of stubs into trying to get players to complete collections. Something that I gave SDS credit for years, and what I thought made MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty better than other sports games, equivalent mode of Diamond Dynasty, is the fact that you could grind the game and basically get the best team in the game just by playing, grinding out different programs within the game, like the ranked program or events, whatever it was. And I think that has shifted a bit this year. It definitely feels more like this year, than any other year really that I can remember. SDS has made very noticeable changes to really push people to spend money on the game, which I just hope this doesn't become a trend, because I don't want MLB The Show just to become another EA game where everything in the game, like literally everything, revolves around getting people to spend more and more money on the game. But I think this will be something that is important to monitor as we go on. It is concerning to me, but again, hopefully they don't continue to go further and further and finding more and more ways to shift the game into a different direction to force people, to spend a lot of money on the game to get all the best cards in the game. So then moving on to the third and final issue I want to touch on in this video, and this one really bothers me, and I know a lot of you will feel the same, and this final issue has to do with the collection rewards, and more specifically, the set collection rewards, because as we know, the set 1 and 2 collection reward cards are set cards and not core cards, meaning after a season or a little bit over a season of using these collection reward cards, we're no longer going to be able to use these cards that we grinded like crazy for. We see this issue coming with the Set 1 collection Chipper Jones, for example, and other Set 1 collection rewards cards, because once we get to Season 3, all Set 1 cards will not be usable, and keep in mind we will get one wildcard player to take into future seasons, so you could take that Set 1 Chipper, but I don't know. I mean, regardless, you still won't be able to use all of the other Set 1 collection rewards very soon, which to me just doesn't seem right. I just wish they made all collection rewards in the game core cards, and this is what I personally would have changed if I were them. As we know, the live series collection rewards and then the core collection reward cards are all core cards, but I just think it makes sense to allow people to use the cards that they completed collections for all year long, instead of being able to use these cards for just such a short time. Collection rewards will almost certainly be the best version of any of the players we get too. So if we can't use these players after a month or month and a half, I just don't understand that. After we had to grind for weeks and weeks and put stubs into unlocking these collection rewards. So like I said, I just really wish they had made all of the collection rewards in the game core cards. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but that's just what I think personally. I know they are going in the sets and seasons direction, right? So they are set-specific cards, but I don't know. I feel like at least with the collection rewards, make those ones core cards. And I know a lot of you will probably bring up the sets and seasons as an issue, which is definitely fair, although I decided for the most part to leave that out of this video because I want to see how Season 3 and 4 play out, or at the very least, Season 3. Just before I have any super strong opinions on it, I am, kind of leaning one direction about how I feel about it, but I think it just makes sense to go through Season 3 once the Set 1 cards are out of the game, or you're not going to be able to use them for certain modes, right? So I think it just makes sense to wait, see how most of Season 3 shakes out, and then go from there. And let me know what you guys think about some of the issues you have with MLB The Show 23 so far, or if you have any comments about anything I touched on in this video, go ahead and comment those down below. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, but otherwise that'll be it for this video. I appreciate all of you guys for sticking around to the end. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.